just don't think that we need another person in their 80s. I'm a little long of tooth already. We don't need more like me. But I do think that the times we're living in really demand the next generation to step up and express their point of view and to make the decisions that will shape our American politics over the coming century. And just having a bunch of guys that were around, baby boomers, who were around in the post-war.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jim.
This is 213. Now, this little long a tooth situation is what I'm kind of like questioning. Like, what the fuck
Here's
does that
how I
mean?
learned about long of tooth. Because there was a movie series called Centennial. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
It was like this Western where like people are moving from the East Coast across the country.
The
and
Gold Rush?
Nowadays, it would be profoundly racist and all of this, but it would be canceled. Like, it would not be made.
Okay.
But so it's like a Western type thing. And there was like a Native American man who I think used that phrase, like long of tooth. Basically, as you get older, like your teeth start to fall out because you don't have good dental care and your gums recede. And then as the teeth fall, so as the teeth get longer, it's because the gums receding and it's about to fall out. And so then when they say they're long of teeth, they're old.
I'm not actually a fan.
Yeah. So that's going to happen to you.
Okay. Long of tooth. And for some of us, we're already long of tooth and we're young. So I'm just kind of curious about how that's going to work out for you. It's like you're Mr. Ed just right behind it, ready to go blah, 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 blah. And you're like, okay. So, well, I guess you learn something new every day. Long of tooth. I agree with Mitt Romney, and I'm really proud of him for saying that.
I mean, I get it.
These Republicans are insane. Did you see Laura Boebert or whatever her fucking name is? Have you seen this thing?
Boebert went to Beetlejuice.
Or Breitbart.
A family-friendly show.
Family-friendly.
Grabbed her date's dick as she got her breast fondled at a family-friendly show.
And was smoking a vape.
Yeah. Is that a drag show? Oh, no. She's doing sexual things at a family-friendly show.
Tonight, surveillance video revealing the truth about the night Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert was kicked out of a theater. Her version of events going up in smoke. After denials she was vaping inside a Denver theater during a musical performance of Beetlejuice, this video clears the air. Boebert is seen on video blowing smoke before the start of the show. The Colorado Republican representative is also seen dancing and clapping along to the music, her arm raised above her head, even using flash photography. A woman sitting behind her appears to lean over and say something to Boebert. At one point, her date is apparently unable to keep his hands to himself. Eventually, the couple is escorted from the theater, Boebert giving staff the middle finger and allegedly saying, "Don't you know who I am?" according to an incident report from the venue. Before this video revealed the true performance, her campaign manager denying the allegations that Boebert was kicked out for vaping, telling the Washington Post in a statement there might have been a misunderstanding from someone sitting near her, and attributing the source of the smoke to heavy fog machines and electronic cigarettes used in the show. NBC News has reached out to Drew Sexton, Boebert's campaign manager, and Boebert herself, but has not heard back. Boebert alluding to the incident, tweeting, "It's true. I did thoroughly enjoy the amazing Beetlejuice at the Buell Theater, and I plead guilty to laughing and singing too loud. Everyone should go see it if you get the chance this week, and please let me know how it ends." The end of that evening for Boebert and her date, holding hands and twirling into the night.
You think you are so, like, how embarrassing is this? I mean, if I was in a different country that, like, used to look up to the United States, I'd be like, this is when you meet your heroes. This is like the same thing. Like, all of a sudden you realize that they're, just because they're on this platform doesn't mean that they're actually anybody you really even want to fucking talk to. And so this whole thing is just disgusting. I hate everybody.
And so let's just not talk.
Yeah, let's just everyone go quiet, which is what I'm practicing.
Mitch McConnell.
Everyone needs the Mitch McConnell right now, okay? Everybody needs to just sit there and wait for their Parmesan cheese to get put on their fucking...
Just tell me when and I'll stop.
What's so funny is I feel that way too. I'm always like, stop.
I know.
I get so nervous. Because then I'm like, am I looking like a fat fuck? Yes.
I start to count, and after I go past 3 seconds, I say stop no matter how fast it's coming down. That's my policy.
Like, keep going.
So even if it's only a little bit, if it's been 3 seconds, I'm like, thank you.
That's a really nice thing.
That's how I look skinny. And, well, not physically, but in their minds.
Right. That's
I'm
how
like,
you feel
he only did 3 seconds.
Yeah,
and then
like,
Matt's like...
Meanwhile, that's me too.
When...
I'm like, okay, that's good. Thank you. I just hate restaurants. I just hate everyone. I'm like really in that mode. I'm really sorry, everyone. I'm in a mode. We learned some secrets. We learned some witchcraft. We've learned some life lessons, if you will. Honestly,
we've learned that if you think you won't get let down, you will.
I know I kind of touched on this last week, but it's true. I mean, no matter what, I had to let down somebody this week. Okay.
Then you had to let go somebody this week.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go into detail that much, but let's just say the biggest pain in my ass is now gone. But it was hard. That's going to be like one of my topics, actually, I think. So I'm going to kind of hold off on that conversation.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a voicemail, though, but let me just see. I mean, what's going on with you, babe?
Well, it's funny you say that because...
Oh, no.
I also had to let someone go this week.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go up there?
Probably shouldn't.
Yeah, we will. Yes, we should. That's our bar.
Oh, no. Go into it, I thought you meant. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to AWOL. Oh, hell no.
Oh, okay.
No,
so
absolutely going there.
What happened?
Okay.
So wait, are you like, this is spilling tea, like we're doing it?
I'm like, oh no, I don't think he's ever listened.
And it doesn't matter if he fucking does. If he did, we've already talked about him before.
Okay.
Wait till this real edible hits in. Like, I'm scared. I'm already like slurring.
Slurring. Well, that's when the episode's going to get real good.
I know. Hold on. So
basically, I had to let someone go this week.
And we know who.
One relationship has ended.
While another one is probably blossoming.
Truly. Yeah.
I mean, what'd you learn from this? Like, did you? I feel like you've learned some things. Like, I feel like you're growing from this experience.
Yeah.
Like, but I want to know out of your mouth.
Well, that's what Sabrine was telling me last night. She said, "Well, you have to figure out. You have to understand why this all happened. Like, why did you allow it to happen? And like, if there were ever moments where you didn't like something, how did you let yourself be this uncomfortable or change your mind?" And so that's when I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. Like all the little things where I was like, well, it's OK. Like,
well, you give everybody, you always do that.
And that's what she said. She's like,
that's your game.
She told me, she was like, this is why this is her talking to me. She said, this is why when you say certain people are nice and I say they're not nice, I'm saying they're not nice because you're giving them a pass. You give people a chance and you assume that, well, it's out of the good of their heart or they're trying, they're just in a tough situation. So that's why they're acting like that or this. And she's like, the reality is they're actually just not nice people. Person. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's really kind of funny. Actually, now I just had like an epiphany that maybe we're not well because we're just fucking nice.
Yeah.
We put on this all like whatever, you know,
but we actually do let people really nice. Walk all over us in a way.
We do.
Like literally, like how many people in the past, like,
I mean, I have people that I'm like, I have people who hate me for being nice. Like, I don't.
Mm-hmm. And so basically what happened with the situation is I shared how I felt about something that happened where.
With the situation on Tuesday?
Yeah, that Tuesday situation. Yep. I shared how I felt about it, how I was a little disappointed, and radio silence.
Oh, yeah, you told me
Absolutely
this.
None.
Oh, okay.
And then, hey, I want to meet up and talk.
No.
And then I said, when? And then silence for 3 days. No response to when I said when. I was like, if you can't respond to a text message, absolutely not. It's over. If you can't talk, if you are someone who shuts down when you're supposed to be having a conversation, I can't be with you. I can't be in a relationship. And it's not even like, if you need time, you can say, I need a few days to think through things and then we can talk. Okay? And then you respond to text messages right away. But if you're someone who shuts down or tries to ghost, Gary said this. Gary, the other bartender, he was like, oh.
Gary's hot.
Gary's hot.
I feel like Gary's your
next. Gary.
I think you need to go for Gary.
I mean, I would.
I don't know, maybe not a bar. You need to get somebody who has a 9 to 5 so that you can at least have like fun on the nights instead of being like, I'm going to sit at AWOL because he works.
But if you're higher up like Gary, you don't work the nights all the time.
True.
And you don't work Sunday nights. You work Sunday day. And you don't. So once you actually do your job and show up on time and do a good job and don't give up shifts for no reason when you need money, then you get those shifts that are like more, maybe some days, afternoons, you know.
I think this whole situation was really good for you because I think that you realize like you can still pull some ass, but also like you learn that like, okay, really? So he was really hot. Like he's a very attractive person. But until you really get to know them, until you get to know them, and this is how everybody is. Everybody's hot on the outside. Everybody, again, this is this whole, look at us, we're so crazy on here, but really we're just nice people. Your outer shell is always hiding what's really happening.
Yeah.
And once you meet somebody, and some people are even better. Some uglies are actually hot because of what's on the inside. Does that make sense?
Yes, because a lot of these people who are attractive, it's on purpose. Like it's
God's plan.
They are trying to look a certain way. They're putting makeup on. They're dressing a certain way. They're going to the gym just to get muscles to look good, not to be healthy. And that's about insecurity.
Because they can't hold a conversation.
Yes,
they are dumb as fuck.
They can't hold a conversation. What have they accomplished in life? And they're insecure.
I think that's their way of saying, like, I don't have to talk. I just have to look good.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. They rely on their looks. What they don't know is that everyone gets older. Looks go.
Like
you might get an injury or get sick, and your body will change. Like Matt has a disability. He gained weight because he can't walk, or he couldn't walk. But it's like things change. Nothing's permanent. But what's inside and your mood and your attitude and your energy, those can stay the same throughout your life.
Right.
But you have to work on those just as much as you work on your body. We don't need to. Don't get body conscious just because we're talking about attractiveness. But that's why you're saying like the traditionally societally physically attractive people can be like the worst people.
Yeah.
But then the really hot ones might be physically considered unattractive by most.
I agree with that 150%.
I've had the most fun sexually with people who you would not be like, oh, they're, they're average or they're not really hot.
I mean,
and then it's like, that was the best.
Because you click with them on a different level. It's really interesting. That's how also like a lot of things work, folks. So make sure you communicate. Like the thing is like you've got to learn to communicate. So if you're hot right now and you're not a good communicator, don't just keep trying to go to the gym and look hot. It's not going to last. Like you need to get a long-term plan here because you're not going to make it past 32.
Yeah.
So after that, it's like you start falling apart. Then you're doing Botox and you're doing all this shit. And it's like,
or you're already doing it.
And you're doing it.
I mean, actually, you're already doing it.
Oh my God.
Right.
No, I kind of want to do it, but I'm also almost 40.
Now, I'm not saying I would never do it. No. The way to do it is like one of my close friends, I won't name names because then they might get mad, but you do it like maybe once or twice a year, but maybe just once a year is the secret. And you just do a little bit.
Yeah, because
so you still have some lines. You won't want no lines. That's when you look
ridiculous,
like just like a doll.
You kind of look like what's her name that was like really creepy and died? Joan Rivers.
Oh God, yeah. Nothing moved.
She was a funny bitch, but oh my God, her forehead was so tight. I was like,
just like your pussy.
Just imagine her pussy. Tight.
Yeah, it's like a facelift, but it's like a vag lift. I think they actually have that.
They do. It's a vaginoplasty. Vagiplasty.
You would know.
Pussy fly. I need one.
Pussy plasty, pussy fly.
I need a scrotoplasty. Plaxy. Oh no.
Plaxy.
Somebody needs a scrotoplaxy. Anyway, so
yeah, that's what happened to me. I let someone go, and it felt great, actually.
Yeah. That's good. I mean,
it's weird. Like I thought I would be very upset, but then it's like
I could tell you weren't going to be upset because I could tell it was starting to fade. I could tell. You could tell.
You asked me like a month ago. You were like,
after.
So I haven't heard a lot about. Yeah, you were like, I haven't heard a lot about him. How are things? And I'm just like, I'm just not really impressed. Like, there's just not a lot there. Not a lot of substance.
I do think that you. Yeah, I know.
That's what it's like. I was like building a character like. He's great.
But
he's
you
very
also
nice.
like the chase and you like the game of it. I mean, I will just say that. Like, you do.
Oh, really?
We all do. But, like, that's fun. Like, when a hot guy gives you attention, all of a sudden you're like, well, how am I going to keep giving him attention? And then all of a sudden you're, like, dating and all this stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I'm high. Oh,
I was like, you're high because I've never done that before. But I've never dated someone before just because of the chase.
That's what you think. But really, you are chasing, bitch. That's what it is.
No, but I mean... Well, you said you chase and then you date. I'm like, I've never dated anyone else. It was like before Matt. There was.
When I say chase, I mean like go after.
Okay.
Pursue.
Okay. Yeah, that happens.
You love that.
Oh, okay. But that's not what was happening in this instance.
Oh my God, I love how you're like, oh, okay, like you don't know what I'm talking about. Everywhere we go, when there's a hot guy, you're like pursuing. Oh, let's go sit by. You're a pursuer. You're a little cheetah cat that goes right next to the fucking hyenas and is like, hey.
No, but it doesn't go into a relationship.
No, I know.
You know,
but what I'm saying is,
yes,
though,
I like
is that
I do like that.
In
flirting.
particular, though,
it's called flirting.
In particular, this then did go into a relationship. So technically, because again, it was so weird because it was the week. I think he was supposed to be in your life.
Yeah, he was. No, I that's what Sabrine said too.
Because you were about to go into a full DDP, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm in love.
Because
not love, but like
DTP. She was
Deep
like,
dark place.
you know, I was like, I don't know. I guess it was a bad thing or something like that. She was like, it wasn't bad because it taught you a lesson.
Right.
Nothing that
Nothing's
taught
bad.
you this is bad.
Honestly, nothing's bad.
Nothing is bad.
Learn something from everything, good, bad, or indifferent.
Right. So I feel like I'm in a better place. And then on a plus side, the coolest thing is that Matt and I are in a better place because Matt also went through it on his own and we went through it together. Like we did therapy again. We talked about what it is to be in a relationship, what it's like to be poly. Like we talked through that.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking back and I'm like, none of this year would have happened.
Right.
If this hadn't happened.
Right.
And then Matt and I would have had to go through it at some point
right.
anyways.
So it's like you're gonna.
So now it's like we already went through it. Here we are. We did it. And you're getting messages.
I just want to make sure it's not like
you're getting broken into. What if like there were people with machine guns in the backyard like coming in?
Fine.
Does this door lock?
Everything happens. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to go into the attic.
Oh, this tastes weird after a Coke Zero.
Yeah. After fake sugar, babe.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like a little.
Yeah.
So we both let go of people this week. Mine wasn't as
dramatic.
I didn't know her longer. But it's just weird. Like I will say this, like I don't wish any ill will on anybody, especially if I don't. I don't
wish ill will on them, but I wish they would wake the fuck up.
That's not my problem anymore, though. That's that's my new. I'm not.
It's not.
Sorry if you're not woke, which I almost.
Oh, you almost lost your shit, which I would have.
Listen, who the fuck says woke like a real thing? Like
Ron DeSantis,
right? And I'm in my meeting, and one of my people says, "Well, the military's woke." So
what? Like
what does that mean?
Do you want to tell that to the people in the military, please?
Which he is in the military. But I'm just saying it's weird to me.
So he's one of the KKK members of the military.
It makes me think that maybe he is one of those people that are marching up and down the street. And I hate to say that because I really did like him, but he's a quitter.
Whoa, girl.
Okay, I like that.
He's like France, and we don't do that. I don't even think that's a good joke anymore because I think everybody's dead, so nobody really would get that joke.
Yeah.
But France gave up in World War I.
Well, and this is what I want to talk about with that reference there. Last night, Sabrina and I went out, and we just wanted to get literally a couple drinks.
A cocktail.
She worked today. So we go to Forno, we get a glass of wine. I'm sitting next to these two girls who are beautiful, and they have these flowers in front of them. Well, they were at a Glossier event. They brought home all these flowers. We're talking to them, getting to know. And are you okay?
What's a Glossier?
Oh, it's like a makeup company.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck's a Glossier?
I think that's how you say it. And then, so we're just talking to them, and then one of them gets up to go to the bathroom. I look at Sabrina. I'm like, how old are these girls? Yeah. So they come back. We are like, is it okay if we guess your ages?
I love it.
Because we don't give a fuck. We're old. We're like, I'm almost 36. She's 40. Like, we don't give a fuck. So I was like 22, and I thought that was old. I mean young. Like I thought that was being young. I was like, they're like 28. They're 23 and 22. I almost fell out of the chair. Sabrina goes, I'm old enough to be your mother. And that's when it hit me.
That's the reality of
And that's when I was like, these girls are drinking, having fun, living their own lives. One of them was engaged and about to get married next year. And I'm sitting there like, she's old enough to be your mom. I could almost be your dad.
Right.
And you're here doing what I'm doing.
Here you are,
I'm too old.
and I'm here sitting here going.
I'm sitting here guessing your age. And the reason I wanted to guess is because they had two different people that I'd never heard of that they brought up that they then had to Google in front of me. Because I was like, James Cameron.
They're literally.
Is that? I was like, what?
Literally.
She was like, this one.
It's all like influencers though and shit.
That's all they know.
That's like the new like popular person is
actually
an influencer.
That's creepy. Is that both of the people they talked about were that
right?
Were like influencers.
YouTube stars
and I looked at
TikTok
her.
stars.
I was like, so what do they do? And she's like, he was on this TV show. He was on this TV show. I was like, no, but like actually do like.
He just films his life and laughs at you.
Playing yourself on a reality TV show is not a job because that's just like we're doing that now. It's free.
Right.
You know, it's not a big deal.
Free.
So yeah, so she had to show me both of them. She's showing me on Instagram. I was horrified, and I was like, references.
And they're like 4 million
references.
4 million.
We're not going to know the references.
Like,
so I yelled at Matt actually, I think yesterday about a reference too. He kept making references to like commercials from the 80s.
So he's stuck in the 80s, we're stuck in the 90s, and now these kids are like not even
stuck in the 2010s. I know.
It's just weird to me to think how quick you get old. like, I hate this conversation because I know we have it a lot, but like, it's just bizarre when you look back and you go, but that was only like 15 years ago. And 15 years ago, I thought I had the whole world to my.
Oh.
And then now, 15 years later, you're kind of like.
I was 20. Oh,
right.
my
And then
God.
now you're like, wow.
Like,
I guess that's why they always say
ahead of me.
Everything gets harder as you get older. Like, and I always be like, whatever, I don't believe it. But it's true because when you look back, it's like all these dramatic moments were not dramatic, okay?
At all.
Really not dramatic at all. Your body just doesn't know how to process what's happening. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
I just realized.
I feel like I'm having a helium balloon.
Honey,
she's high.
I was gonna say
she's so high.
Okay, now
the other got my list too.
I have some things.
Okay, fire, honey. Okay, so I just did the first one. Oh my God.
Okay, I know. What?
I'm just going. I mean, I just went off like. It's gonna be.
You go. Just go now.
No, go.
No, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
I told the past 2 story. You have to go.
No,
I talked
like
about Joey and Sabrine.
Okay, so I have a couple things. This is gonna come off as really unhinged right now. I mean, I don't know which one to read first. I have graveyards have coffins coming out of the ground due to climate change. That's number one. Listen, okay? If I see your fucking grandma Barbara, that was my grandma's name. I was trying to change it Maria. If fucking Maria starts going down the goddamn river because there's a fucking overflow and I see your fucking grandma in her coffin floating down bones, I'm gonna fucking snap. So
that's her hat. We buried her in that hat.
Like, I'm sorry. I think it is so fucking weird. I actually think now, after I read the article, I was like,
I'm like,
you're
like, what?
They're like, actually, it's really hard to keep things buried.
It's like,
because the earth is shifting.
I was like,
moving.
are you talking about like within ourselves?
Like,
that's
some
true.
graveyards like flood and then it floats up. It's disgusting. It's absolutely
it floats up. I got to go check on Grandpa real quick.
To be honest with you, I'm just telling you right fucking now. If I see a fucking body or any sort of like, I'm telling you, and especially if they just got buried, like then they're still like fresh.
Oh God!
They're like you still hear
like the arm meat just
like
falls off the bone, like you're eating ribs, and it's just like you pick the bone.
Their face is just like,
yep.
Oh God!
And there's like maggots coming out. Grandpa!
It's like the flooded century, and they're like, "Go ahead and get in the water. We got to get." And there's Grandpa flood. No, I won't get in the water. I'd rather just drown.
I'll never play in the rain again.
Honestly,
because of that story.
Like actually, should never. Because it's flooding out of the sewers. Like if you're in a flood type of situation.
Oh, in the
not just like rain, but I'm saying.
Okay, I was like, as a kid, we would go play in the rain in the street.
Oh, same.
In the gutters.
We would hope that it would,
because the water would just be pouring down the gutters.
We would sit there and let it hit our pussies.
I know.
That's how I know.
Why do all kids do that?
I don't know. We like our privates. I think there's a thing like, well,
we're like,
what's this thing?
I would sit in front of the jets in the pool like all the
my
time.
Asshole.
Yeah, like just blasting chunks off.
Oh, yo.
This is the best bidet ever, Mom.
Actually, I remember when I was in like younger and realizing that the
last night. I remember when I was younger.
No, like the jets at the pool, you could put your wiener there and it would like so I would like do that just like when I was a kid, like at 10.
What?
Did you not know that? Did you not discover that as a child? You didn't have free time at the pool where your parents weren't supervising you.
Where your parents were out back divorcing and you're like
blacking
in the pool alone.
No, it was the moms just blacking out.
Oh, is that what they did?
Yes.
Oh, no. My mom would swim with us and she was always sober.
Oh, well, they would smoke cigs and get fucking hammered. Well, my mom didn't smoke cigs, but
good, thank God. That's a horrifying picture. Actually reminds me of Stranger Things.
My mom,
like the moms like sitting at the pool.
Yeah,
and, like,
that's what
looking at Billy.
When we're like, "Fuck you, bitch," and they're like, "Quiet down!" Like it was bad. So anyway, I used to put my wiener near the jet, and it would get a little hard.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was
little
hot.
10-year-old Bobby.
Little 10-year-old Bobby trying to figure
back
out.
Then, if you're only this big now, it was probably.
God, it was able to go right into the hole.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh my God! You plugged it up. Why is the pool like messed up? Bobby plugged it up with his cock.
Yeah, like why it gets sucked in there and I get fucking. Oh my God! There's something about the pool that's horny though. I'm just like, I'm not kidding.
Oh no.
It's really fun, like especially in the bathrooms when you're like peeing, because I feel like everybody just shows their dick because at that point it's like you're wet and just like it just doesn't matter.
No, because there were like changing rooms in there and it was just like benches.
Yeah, just a bunch of old man.
I would have to go to the bathroom quite a lot as a kid. Like all the time I was like, I have to pee again. And I'm like walking in like maybe someone's changing.
Please. Oh my God, please see a dick.
How bad is that?
It's sad because we had no
other outlet.
We had nothing.
And we had no chance of possibly seeing
had
dick on
to
our own
resort
terms.
to like straight golf course locker rooms, okay?
Oh my God, you just triggered a memory.
Listen to that fucking weed. Slutty little mouth.
Oh my God, you triggered a memory.
I love a good
so I was at
clubhouse.
That's what I was saying. I was at a clubhouse bathroom, and it was basically I took a shower there.
Do you remember
for unclear reasons?
Because you're we took showers.
Yep.
It's like why? Because I was hoping someone would walk in.
Like why did I have to shower after
First
the
of
pool?
all,
After the pool,
if I'm my age right now,
I didn't even have long hair. Like,
and a 14-year-old walks in, I'm not showing him my penis. Does that make sense? Like I probably would immediately turn.
I would,
but like.
First of all, I was bigger than me.
But I was 14 thinking, I'm going to walk in here, there's going to be naked men just, no, they're going to be like,
No.
get out of here, you dumb kid.
Yeah, because now that I am that man, I'm like,
Plus shame.
why is this like teenager in here?
I would be really
probably
annoyed.
Like, not a man.
Nope, but here we were.
But when I was 14, I was like,
oh,
I'm a man.
Oh, it's so sad.
I was probably a little younger than that.
Yeah, I mean.
Like I was young enough to not, I wasn't in puberty quite.
You had just a little pubic hair?
Itty bitty baby bit.
When did you go through puberty?
Oh, God.
Were you a late or an early? I can think you were an early because of your hair in your chest, I can tell. And your face.
Was
People who are hairy.
Maybe I was early.
People who are hairy, I feel like are. I was late.
Yeah.
Soft tits. That's the reason.
Yeah. You don't have enough testosterone. It took longer to build up and trigger.
I mean, I didn't go through puberty until 17 or 16.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That's insane.
I was waiting for hair to my arms so bad.
16?
Yeah. Like 15 to 16.
Oh, I know. I was through it then.
No, there are people who went through it at like 11 or 12.
Because I got my license in senior year of high school. Right. And I was 16. I definitely had gone through it by freshman year. So that's like 4 years before.
Well, that's what's funny.
So I was probably 12. And you're like.
I was 6'2" when I graduated high school. So I'm 6'5" now. So I wasn't even done growing at that point. But I remember the basketball and football coach being like, why didn't you start playing when you were younger? And I'm like, I did. I was 5'6" as a freshman. Like 5'6" freshman, 6'2" as a senior. I'm 6'5".
Oh my God.
I always could eat 2 ham sandwiches though, no matter what. Just saying. So anyway.
No, we're not calling you fat. I just
I know. I'm just saying.
16 is really delayed. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really. I was like really worried about it.
Okay.
I was so worried about it.
You were probably like,
is my dick gonna grow? I still masturbated though, but.
Oh, but nothing came out?
Yeah, well, actually, no. When I first started
Stuff comes out?
No, nothing does if you don't have any cum.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I probably ruined
So
something.
before puberty, nothing will come out if you're jerking off. See, I don't remember jerking off. I never jerked off before puberty.
I don't think I had a choice.
Until I had a wet dream, I'd never jerked off.
Because my brain was old enough, my body wasn't.
So yeah, you were like 14, 15. Like
at that point, I probably was. I mean, I just never really.
There had to be a little juice.
A little bit of that juice, a little nectar.
Honey, syrup, sappy.
So yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, puberty's
the
like
things that we're just learning. How are we on puberty?
Oh my God, I forgot.
How are we on puberty?
Oh, I can only. I'm not going to mention who told me this, but somebody with children told me a story.
Oh no,
that one of them is like who's I guess 8 or not 9 knows about puberty and big ball sex.
You're gonna fuck my slutty.
Like said, I'm gonna have a big ball sack soon.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I know. I'm like,
you just see like a 9-year-old boy. You're like, what?
Like I'm like 9, but like that's the other thing though. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about a 10-year-old versus an 18-year-old.
Oh my God.
And the difference in that span of time.
It's so funny.
And then you expect
but then,
that 18-year-old to then like be an adult.
Yeah.
And you're like,
they just went through all this
you were
in 8
just
years.
10.
Yeah.
You were
like
just a fucking idiot.
Like me from 32 to 40.
Right.
Like, is that
but
a big,
it's the same thing though.
Yeah.
I think it really is. Like I think we don't notice it as adults, but as children, that's a big right.
Because we're not physically changing.
But I think we are still changing a lot.
Well, some of us are physically changing.
Well, some of us do, and we all get bigger heads and long teeth and fat asses and fat ears.
A lot less hair on top.
I speak for yourself. I won't be losing this hair, baby.
No, it'll be nice and gray soon.
It already. I think it's my birthmark though, because if you notice,
yeah, it just has to.
Well, first of all, if I pull it like really hard, it's all.
Oh
white,
God, yeah.
And then but watch this.
I don't
have it over here. It's right here.
It is that line in there. Wait, why is that?
I don't know. It might be like a birthmark.
I wonder. Okay,
like because from here all the way is like white.
It is.
Yeah,
that's weird.
I'm special. or
cursed. So,
birthmarks. I'm glad we never talked about that because I would go to hell.
Do you know what I have to say though? Is actually when I was early on in my career, there was this guy who had like a little gray. Oh no, I'm having a revelation.
You made fun of him.
No, I loved it. I thought he was hot. There was this guy, a straight guy, who had like a little gray there, and I thought he was actually hot. And then I go back. There was a guy in 8th grade too.
Oh yeah,
Brendan had it. And
I have Brandon that had it.
Oh my god,
he went to puberty when he was like in 5th grade. Like he was like deep voice and he had hair in his arms. I'm like
grade.
No, I'm talking he.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there going,
"What's penis? I don't like it."
Yeah, I knew then.
You knew. Oh, I knew then.
God.
Oh, 4th grade. I was like,
when He-Man was on.
These guys.
Oh, fuck.
4th grade. Like, why did I know? And it seems early, but maybe it's not.
It's not. You're developing. Everybody's like, oh, boyfriend, because we're sexualized at an early age due to
Lauren Boebert,
not drag queens, but mostly our parents or like their friends or. You know, social media. I can't imagine now.
Oh,
I can't imagine now.
Right now.
They know everything.
What they see on TikTok. Those 22-year-old girls were showing me this guy who was the Bachelor. I think his name was Cameron.
The Golden Years?
James Cameron or something.
The Golden one?
What?
There's a new one that's the Golden Years or something.
I'm going to look it up because I have to. I don't know what I'm doing on here, by the way.
I'm breathing
I'm
with
old.
a whistle, so
I'm old.
I
know. So I was like, I just like clicked search
like
and then clicked.
Like this is the oldest
search. I clicked
we've ever had.
X, and then I went down to search again.
And I'm just like watching patiently, breathing heavy though with the grandpa whistle nose.
So this is him like pretending.
Oh fuck!
I know. And this is where he posted that.
Oh, he is fucking hot.
He slowed it down and zoomed in on that.
Oh, he is so hot.
And it's not a massive dick, right? So that's why I like
great.
it.
I think that's why I'm
But like, if this type of guy walked up, oh my God.
You have no idea. I wouldn't be able to. I'd probably be scared shitless.
Or
if this person came up to me and said, "You're so fucking hot," I'd be like, "Me?" I'd laugh at his face probably.
Right?
It's crazy.
You'd be like, no.
I'd be like, really? Are you? Who's paying you to say this? Like,
I'm sorry, but like, I just
don't want to work
that's what
out.
those 22-year-olds showed me last night. I was like, maybe I do want to be 22. Like, if Tyler Cameron could come into my life.
Well, that's the universe is listening. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I don't understand universe speak.
I do, and it's actually there's a video that I found. I actually saved it. I could play it, but you'll be like, ugh, you'll be annoyed. Do we want to go into the universe right now? We haven't done it in a while.
Let's go into the universe.
God damn it!
I'm ready.
Fuck.
Because you watched Barbie last night, and I had a huge talk with Sabrine last night. We've really gone through it. This past 2 weeks, I've really gone through it. You have too.
Yeah, like it's
actually though. Do you know about friends aligning? It's kind of like, you know how some women no.
Wait, what was I looking up again?
Well, the universe video.
Okay.
But do you know how sometimes after women become best friends or live together, their cycles sync, right?
So it's the same thing.
So what is that about? Okay. Well, I think friends also align with like when they go through like hard times, good times.
I can see
as
that.
well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Sabrina and I started dating again at the same time this past spring. She had to say goodbye to someone 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I did too. And then the past 2 weeks, you've been going through it just like I have the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Like,
do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I had to say bye to my coworker.
Right.
So I ain't saying bye to the cash.
Cash or what?
I'm trying to find this video. I swear I saved it, but maybe I didn't.
Universe.
Okay, we can talk about this then.
Universe.
Or we're not, I don't have the universe video though.
Let's do this.
Okay, so I saw this and I wanted to absolutely murder myself.
Oh my God. This is so scary.
Are you watching?
Yeah, no, this is...
Look at his face. He's going...
Are they afraid or crying?
Look at him. You're faking, first of all.
Like,
I would be laughing.
He's faking for sure.
She's
laughing, right?
They're like, this is the weirdest thing.
May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. And may the Lord look with favor on you and give you peace. And all of God's people said...
And the tears.
Okay,
well, the tears are gone. Crocodile tears are gone.
For our listeners, basically what happened was there was like a cute young. Well, first of all, they seemed like they were way too young to be married. He looked like he just came out of high school.
I thought he was 17.
Right, like they made a mistake probably, and so they've got to make it right. So they get married and they're walking out, and these people are all standing like this, or I can't say that, with their arms out. Okay.
Why can't you say that?
Well, because I'm talking to our listeners, so I'm making sure.
Why can't you just show the video to our listener? Oh, the listeners on the podcast, not the YouTube.
Correct, because YouTube can see. But
sorry, listeners, I forgot about you. Fucks.
Cod posts.
Cod posts. You cod posts.
My cod posts, sisters and friends. Oh no,
sisters and friends.
So they're walking though, and these people are like. They're like fake crying while they're walking. Hands are out, and everybody's yelling like, "Lord, bless them with this fruit."
Man.
It's like, and what all the Christians say to each other, "Amen." Like, I can't. Okay, I fucking can't.
How is it real?
I
can't believe there's that many people that are actually like that.
Don't understand.
Like one or two, I'd be like, yeah, they're freaks. It's like you put them all together.
This is an entire
like,
100 people going, "Blessed is our Lord, and these are gifts we're about to receive." It's like,
tunnel,
what?
A prayer tunnel.
Prayer tunnel. So, if you ever invite me to any kind of wedding like that, I will not be doing that at the end.
I will not be talking to you again.
I barely can do the sparkler thing. So, okay. I'm like about to burn myself. I'm like, I'm drunk as fuck.
I know.
Like, whose idea was it to give people, here's a sparkler when you're like
blacked out,
open bar blacked out. So it's like you're blacked.
Open bar blacked out is the best.
It's true because you just don't
like,
care.
Oh, I'm not paying.
When you're not paying and you're
have another.
Oh, fuck it, I'll just have another. It's like all these bartenders are like,
if I were the stories they probably have, grooms getting in fights with brides getting in fights with grooms,
et cetera, et cetera.
The last wedding I was at, I mean, I think my sister threw up in the car on the way home. My dad had to my dad was driving us home from my cousin's wedding. This is our last family wedding.
So how old were we here, you think?
I was like 25 and my sister was like 21 or 20. Yeah, because she's like 6 years. Yeah, so like 1920. Sorry, Hannah. So she's like in the back seat, or maybe it was my other sister. I don't remember which sister.
It doesn't matter what goddamn sister.
Throwing up in the back seat.
Fuck my slutty little mouth.
They threw up because they were drunk.
Yes.
Oh.
And my dad kept driving. He didn't realize. We like opened the windows to hide the smell. We were like, "Don't tell dad. Don't tell dad."
Reminds me of my cousin on my sister's wedding.
Don't tell dad.
It was like my sister's wedding was on a boat.
Oh,
or like it was, you took a boat across the like channel to like this place. So everybody's blackout. People are throwing up over the boat. There were peaches we were like throwing into the water. It was so weird. We weren't supposed to throw the peaches in the water, but we were blacked out on a boat.
So everyone's going to.
Like,
you're lucky people didn't jump off the boat. Like some people, I have friends who would jump off the boat.
Yeah, that was not a good day for me either. What
happened? Because you realized you were gay.
Oh, I knew I was gay. Actually, this is when I had to get on Cymbalta.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so.
So the next day, did you already have an appointment?
No. So I got back
and you were like, I got to go to see my PCP.
Yeah, like I got back and I was like, because I just moved to Columbus in April. My sister's wedding was in May.
Oh, so you were also going through a new move, which
right?
is
So I was
awful.
like, and I'm like,
in a new city where
gay.
you don't know people,
and
really.
I'm fucking gay.
And I'm gay
because when I'm alone, I'm fucking gay, and that's why I realized I was like, wow, I like openly look at dick. Like it's weird when you like have freedom all of a sudden. You're like, and then I was like, oh, I can like hook up with anybody because it doesn't matter. I don't know anybody here. So bad. And then I was like, this is dumb. And then I fell in love. By that I mean full lust.
And he's amazing still, but
no, I just saw it on Instagram and I was like, oh,
is he getting too old and fat?
No, which one are we talking about? Not Corey.
Oh, who?
Dan. Dr. Dan?
I don't know Dr. Dan.
Yes, you do. The first guy I ever went on a date with. I think medical professionals are attracted to me, and I think they want to take care of me.
I'm a disabled
I
bitch.
have literally never attracted so many doctors in my life.
Yeah.
So the first guy we met on Craigslist, actually, he's a ear, nose, and throat. Oh, he was money, baby.
Oh.
And we
really should have done that.
I tried.
You'd be in a mansion in Upper Arlington right now.
No, we'd be in Houston because that's where he ended up. He went to like Wisconsin, then he just moved to Houston. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, I kind of
Houston
like choices.
Yeah, let's do 30 days in a row of like 110 plus. Like, no.
And I always knew he liked non-traditional white. He didn't like white guys.
Okay.
So anyway,
that's why he's in Houston. That's why he's in Houston. I wasn't black or brown enough. It's like, well, you are down there.
Well, once you get a little older, it gets a little raw down there. A little raw. Oh, I'm in trouble. Like this is full-fledged at the minute 50.
A little raw.
We are in a full blackout, full K-hole.
Let me check. That explains it.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
I don't remember. Dr. Dan.
Dr. Dan. So we met on Craigslist. We were watching football. Fine. Then we decided to go to Oktoberfest here in Columbus. Oh. And it was like the best time of my life. And I was drunk, and then I sucked his dick. And then we were making out at my apartment. Hot and heavy. And then he was like, what? And then he like woke up early. He was like, he left like that night. And I was like, so then we like would text, and we went on another date, and then it just didn't work. And he had to slow fade me, and because I was a baby gay at that point.
So he couldn't just be like, I'm done.
He knew that I was like so sensitive, so he was like, yeah. And it's so embarrassing looking back now, but I like it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Dr. Dan though, he's the one that like. Then I was like so into him that I was like, I'm gay. Like that's literally. It was like I fell in love. That's the first time I ever felt.
That's such a bad feeling that I'm like.
And then I met Tyler. He was hot. I had a lot of hot. And then I was obsessed with him for a little bit, and then
I should have dated more. I am now.
Yeah, you're just doing the opposite. It's not fun to date. I don't want to date. I don't want to date ever.
I just want to fuck.
I don't even want to fuck. Just let's go take naps.
I don't even want to fuck.
Like I just want to do drugs and go to bed. Okay.
Well, you do.
I think that's where we're at.
I think you are, but like, do you even want to do it with anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Honey.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I was like,
I just had 3 men on me 2 weeks ago. It's fine.
You have Cialis now. Like, you should want to do it again.
No, I do. I'm feeling a little bit just let down by humanity right now.
I know.
Towards like I'm grossed out by everybody, but not really. I would definitely take a dick.
I have been too the past couple weeks. I'm like, God damn it. It's just like, I just realized I was like, is this really what it's like? Like, thank God I have Matt.
Right. Like, thank God you have that.
Because like,
right.
If I didn't, I'd be spiraling.
You have your anchor.
Yeah.
And you know what? Whatever happens outside of that anchor is fine.
The anchor keeps you upright.
That's right, honey. Like little Popeye the Sailor Man. Choo choo.
Choo choo. I have some. All right. Okay.
Give it to me, daddy.
I gotta find it.
Oh, fuck. If our listeners only knew how much I had to fucking cut out because we're just looking for shit half the time.
Hooked on the Look is what it's called.
It's just one look. It's in a book. It's reading Rainbow. Isn't that how it goes? Fly high against the sky. I think I'm singing Bette Midler.
Oh, okay. You got to keep that part in. Bette Midler. You're singing Reading Rainbow, and then the next thing you say,
fly
Bette
high against the sky. So high, almost touched the sky. Thank you. Thank God for you. The wind beneath my wings.
The wind beneath my wings.
Now, can we please just say really quick that we sing that in 6th grade to our principal? There was an assembly.
How dramatic to the fucking principal.
She came in and it was
like,
yes. And we all were like, fly high against
higher than an eagle.
It's so crazy. It's like, but she's 45, smokes menthol ultralights, and gets drunk on the weekends. Like, why are we singing to her, fly high, honey? What you need to do is fly low.
Fly a little low. Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. Is this it?
I think so, yeah. You're gonna lose it. It's real.
I don't believe you already.
How do I do this?
Hit Nat or
oh.
Some people say you will never be black. you're joking with us, I want to be black and more black.
Is this a show?
They're following a real person. Like it's like.
Is it BBC or something? Or like.
Yeah, no, this is
Hello,
real. It is a real.
I'm
yeah.
Steve.
It's real.
I want to be much darker. Yeah, I like the contrast between light, purely and black, dark skin.
Black.
Martina Big is no stranger to a spot of controversial body modification.
Not even hot, like at all.
No.
My first body modification procedures started in 3 injections in January last year. Not only my skin color changed, also my eyebrow color changed, my eye color self changed, my regrowing hair got darker, and also now you can see it's growing curly, like the African girls. Really, my whole body changed. It's really fascinating. Oh, 2 African women.
Together, I'm just carrying the water to the wall.
Carrying the water.
Now we're going.
Like she's like, I want to be black. This is what she thinks is black.
Martina's been on a voyage of discovery.
It's so unreal. So she's
the classic blonde, beautiful
Martina's
guy.
boyfriend.
And
He looks like a faggot whack show.
second big transformation to a real.
I don't do it.
Wait, is she Indian? What is she really?
She's white.
Of age in all,
She's from Germany.
Whether, boy or whatever.
Wait.
One of Martina's latest fans is Carol.
Hi. Oh, I'm happy to see you.
The pair met online, and today they're meeting for the first time.
Wait, what? I don't.
Facebook.
I'm so confused.
How she's now black, and then I was much interested. I would like to ask her why. What made her to change the
How low
color?
down they are.
Like, those tits really hurt.
It's not normal for a white person to change the color. And she's much interested in Africa to know.
Okay, like
I know. Yeah. We got it. We have to chat. We
it's
have to
the
chat.
jumping in the African garb for me.
Yep.
That is
That's
so disturbing.
It's the part where she's like, I would like to have black skin, and it's like she doesn't just get black skin. She then does this what she thinks is stereotypical black. She's like, I'm gonna carry water.
Yeah, like carrying water
like,
with a village.
What? It's just so fucked up.
People are just so goddamn stupid.
Crazy.
I fucking hate everyone.
Crazy.
I'm telling you right fucking
You have
now.
a wind beneath my wings.
So we have this bitch who's trying to be black, and then you have Mary Riley who's saying wind beneath her wings. I know you were a smoker. And I know you did drugs. But told us not to. So what did you have, honey?
So
sorry, that was horrifying.
I'm not actually a fan.
Wow. Okay. Well, that was something. Huh. All right.
What's happening?
I was waiting for you to have something.
What's happening?
What's happening?
I don't have anything other than the fact that, like, I don't think people are cool. Period.
That's a clip. That's a clip. That is automatically.
You're a clit. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm really high right now, so I'm feeling my oats. I'm feeling good.
Oh, I didn't really. You are.
I'm a little sleepy, but other than that, I feel great. And I'm a little giggly. Like, I feel like I'm in a fucking full helium balloon right now. I don't know if I was going to go for the
And
genie.
you sound like
for the genie or the cool.
Yeah, you were like
Genie, cool.
Genie,
cool. I don't know why that's cool. I can't.
But are you like in a gang, like in 1950s?
Yep.
Oh, what do you do with a problem like Maria?
No, that was so bizarre. And I was
Rachel
trying to be
Dolezal.
like, yeah, like I feel like it's giving me Rachel Dolezal.
But this lady like injected things into her skin to like make it permanently black, I think.
Yeah, I know, because I'm like,
once you go black, you can't go back.
She literally got, yeah.
I mean,
she tattooed her body.
She injected her skin with something. Like, what
like
the
red,
fuck, bitch?
Red number 3. Or like,
oh,
Oh, girl. Get that off the
That's
shelves.
probably in the Doritos I just ate.
Buy Skittles.
Oh, really?
Oh, Skittles are off the
Wait,
shelves.
I remember they took one dye out when we were in high school because it like shrunk your dick.
Red 3 is the one
shrunk your dick.
No, but that's still
that's what people said in my high school.
I remember that actually.
Was that was how do we know it's not real?
Well, because those are the kids that their dads were like, "Don't worry, son, your dick's little, but use this joke every time."
Oh, weird. Ooh, creepy. That would be something a dad would pass on. Like, I got one for you, son.
Make sure you always
suck on this.
Blame it on the mercury.
When daddy unzips his pants, you know what to do.
It's the mercury. That's why it's so little. I don't know. Red number 5. Like, I don't even know what that. What is? I know, but like, also, what the fuck is that? Oh, red number 5. It's like, I'm sorry. Like, what is a red number 5? Like, what is that?
I think it's a chemical that gives a color red to something. Anyways, next question. You're high as hell. Do you have, what's your sundry?
I want to be like it's going to be a little sassy.
Oh, shit. You have a sassy sundry? Sassy sundry?
Another short and sweet, if you will. Don't betray your friend, but still send them Instagram memes without even reaching out to apologize about said issue.
Can you read it?
Wow.
Read it again.
Oh, my God.
Don't betray your friends, but still but then still send them Instagram memes without reaching out to them to apologize about the original issue.
Amen.
So don't try to fucking sweep shit under the rug. It ain't going under the rug, babe.
Well, said person that I had to let go also, like yesterday, after all this happened like a week ago, sent a meme.
Nope.
With just an emoji. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like it's so
like, oh, you couldn't talk. You couldn't talk then, but now you want to do a meme. Like, girl, bye.
Girl.
I'm like, why?
I gave him everything.
I texted back. I wasn't rude, but I was just like, I don't
that's
care.
The thing. That's the difference. Me and you,
yeah.
we cannot not text back.
Yeah, we both. Oh, you're right. I was
not.
So I was just like, oh, okay, or something. I said something back.
You probably thumbs up back or something nice. You're probably nice, but like, that's funny.
I wasn't mean. That's the thing. You're right. We need to be mean.
Yeah, we need to learn how to. We're like we are cunty,
but we need to be mean when it comes to boundaries.
Oh yeah.
So we need to be mean with boundaries, maybe. But in real life, we're just not going to be mean.
Yeah, we're not. It just sucks. Sometimes I wish I was an asshole.
That's weird.
I know. I'm telling you, that's our problem.
Look at them. They look like they're having fun.
We're people pleasers. Yeah, that's why
we're people pleasers.
And then these other people don't give a flying fuck.
No.
About any consequences ever. And they're just living their best lives. And we're over here freaking the fuck out. So anyway, if you if you need to apologize to somebody though, make sure you actually fucking do it and don't just send memes. I'm just going to give that advice to
the
whoever
general
wants
public
to fucking hear it.
Sundries. Mine is less sassy, but both of us go through waves of like, we hate gay people, we like them, we hate gay people. I realized I'm going back into, I only want to be around queer people because last night, Sabrina and I go from like Forno and we're like, let's go find the next bar. Okay, Forno was already very straight. So she forgot that Union was evil now. And so I was like, well, we can't go to Union. And she goes, what about, she's like, yeah, it's Old Bag of Nails now. She's like, well, I think I like this bar. She points to Pint House. And in my head, I knew something was wrong. I was like, you liked this bar? She's like, yeah, I think we liked this one. I was like, I don't think we've ever been there, but okay, she wants to go there. We go across the street, get carded, and we both just looked at the guy like, you're 19, why are you carding me? Walk into Pint House, and it's all of these fucking football sports bros with hats backwards, hat forward. They're wearing jerseys over long sleeve shirts. They're wearing the jeans or the shorts.
You don't really.
They are all bros.
These are the ones we were talking about in the early, where they're hot, but they just like, they all just like, oh, yeah. They're all just like, look at my muscles, look at my dick.
And they're
it's
drunk, and they're
look. That's all they.
Yep.
I think we're cracking the code.
No, we've cracked. That's what I'm saying. This is what we've figured out.
It's like all just like.
It's all for display. It's unattractive, actually, but we think it's attractive because we're raised to think it's attractive.
Because we're animals.
Because we are.
And at the end of the day,
that's attractive.
You know what I always think?
Look at this, look at this, look at this.
No, you know where you really see this, like legit?
Yeah.
Is at gay campgrounds.
Yeah.
When you're at the pool and somebody new walks in, everybody's like, oh, he's
strutting his stuff,
Wow. Who the fuck is that? We all do it. And that's actual like human nature. That's being.
But if we were just human nature, we wouldn't be human.
True.
Because if we were just animals, then we're just be an animal, and we wouldn't be talking right now. I mean,
I think
that's what we have to decide is what part of our nature do we listen to, and when is it bad for me, and when is it good for me. Weird. So we use our intellect to do that, and we're
so
like,
bizarre.
Let's figure this out. Is that guy really hot right now? Am I really turned on by him? Should I pursue a relationship with this person?
Yeah,
or is it really not worth my time?
And also,
because I'm in this place and they're in this place.
You also needed to have like a life mate to get through life because you were like building huts and hunting, and so like.
Oh, you're on that zone. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, what was that? You were talking about?
A little bit different.
What? Wait, am I hearing a whole different thing?
Kind of. So that's okay. Back to the sundry. So we're in Pint House and we're just like, Sabrina turns to me and goes, none of these people are like us. And I said, and I said, that's why I wasn't sure why you wanted to come in here. And she's like, weren't we here before? I said, no. And she's like, oh no, I was thinking of another bar. So we left. We walked in, looked around at everyone.
Left.
And then she's like, let's find another bar. So we start walking. We walk by a cash only bar right there. Mike Bar. And it was also frightening inside. There were fold up plastic chairs. Like those were the seats were fold up. You know, like picnic chairs, chairs. And the guys in there were wearing like leather vests.
Bathroom in there
one bathroom.
And it's like
cash only for like a Budweiser out of a freezer or refrigerator. Like just, it's one of those places.
First of all, how do they still even own that? Like,
and so that's when we both looked at each other. We were like, why didn't we just go back to like Alibi or something like queer? And so we went to Alibi and we were like, oh, but it's kind of you look around and you're like, oh, diversity. Oh, thank God.
It's like,
I know. So I'm back in that zone of like, you know what? Fuck the straights. Like,
same.
No offense to
our
straight listeners. We love you. When we say the straights, we mean the worst of your group.
Yeah, the worst of your worst.
The worst. And it's not probably it's probably a decent sized percentage of them, but
we know who's good.
We know who's good.
We know who's good and who's not.
Okay. That's my sundry. And they had to have a life mate to build huts and stuff.
And
I was like,
wait,
what?
That's what you were talking about.
I was like, huh?
I'm like, they had to get berries.
They had to collect berries and
fruits and nuts.
Huts and stuff. I was like, yeah, life mates for huts and stuff. Like he's there. He's
like,
there.
you know, you're fat when you hear a hut,
and then you're like
Pizza Hut.
Oh my God!
You know you're fat.
Like I could always eat 2 ham sandwiches.
Hut. I was like, wait, Pizza Hut? Like turning it all deep about it. It's not deep, bitch. It's just
you're hungry. Like you had pizza for dinner and lunch.
But also, can we talk about the fact that what is a hut, quote unquote, and why in 1990 do we want to go to a Pizza Hut? So, like, why didn't we want to go a pizza building? Like,
why was a pizza building?
Why are we going to Pizza Hut? Like, you know what a hut is, okay?
Yeah, it does make you think of like a dirty,
trashy,
like I don't want to go in a hut.
Right.
Fuck a hut. A hut's gonna have a spider building a web in the top of it. Like that's what's in a hut.
I can't go in a hut.
A hut has a cockroach running across the floor.
I don't do no hut.
There's a mouse digging a hole in that hut.
Okay.
Like I'm not going to a hut. You know what? Like hut's not cute. A hut is never cute.
It's not cute. And so
a hut is a horror film.
Pizza
But when you have pizza, the Americans are like, oh, we got to get on down to that salad bar and pretend to eat salad for that pizza.
Oh, fuck though, that bar.
But that, you know why that?
But it's a hut.
But it's a hut. But do you know why that salad bar at Pizza Hut was good? Because
it was freezing.
It was the least healthy form of salad.
Oh,
it was like iceberg lettuce with no vitamins or nutritions. Yeah, buttered rolls, like just tons of cheese you could scoop onto the salad, covered in ranch and bacon bits.
Oh.
It's like, this ain't a salad, but it's an American salad.
It's American salad.
And that's why
all that
Pizza Hut was so good.
And that's why we go to a hut.
And this concludes our
or a golden
discussion
corral.
of pizza. Oh my!
Like corral. Like why am I going to a fucking corral?
Why am I going to be an animal?
Also, yeah, you're basically telling me that I'm going to
steer.
You're telling me I'm basically
You're
a fucking
cow.
Cow robot that's just going through. Feed me.
Come on down to the corral and fill up on lobster bisque and buttered rolls.
And we're like golden though. It's golden.
Like, well, it's golden, so it's got.
What a selling point. Golden Corral.
You couldn't even get past the tables in that dining room.
Dude,
all the chairs were pushed up against each other.
All the wheelchairs were.
The wheelchairs.
The driver ones.
Honey, I know. Golden Corral.
And it's like
they walk. They drive. Here's how they do. They're driving around with one hand on here to drive, and they're holding their plate out under. They're like, hey. hey.
And I'm like, I can't right now.
That's
like,
Golden Corral.
And they're like in the corner to it, their little thing. They're trying to back out. And you're like, why'd you even go in? Like, I could have went and got you something, you fucking idiot. Like, I can't. So anyway, that concludes the episode. Try to call us 614-721-5336.
614-721-5336.
It's not hard.
Well, for some people, apparently
for some it is, and some it isn't. Somebody and somebody not. Yeah.
Somebody.
Thank you so much. Spread us like syphilis. Oh wait, which we might be doing a syphilis ad.
Yes,
that's a teaser for you.
That's a teaser because we are going to do that. That's a great idea.
Yeah,
because I noticed a spot down there on you, and I'm
actually worried about syphilis. Like, can you get it in your throat?
Throat goat. She's a throat goat.
Wait, can you though?
That's what we're going to learn.
We're going to teach everybody about syphilis.
Oh, because someone's recently been giving out blowjobs, haven't they?
Well, no, but I was thinking about it and thinking, like, if I wanted to blow... That's why I just like handies. I'm just telling you. Anyway, a handy a day keeps the doctors away. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye.